In some cases, the immigrant group or the minority, the racial or ethnic minority group, was not even allowed to participate in the political process, and it did not deter them from rising socioeconomically. I mean, another group you can look at here in the U.S. are Asian Americans who are hitting it out of the park in terms of representation in the professions, educational attainment, incomes, home ownership, and so forth. How much political power, how much political clout do Asians really have in America? They don't have nearly the political clout of black Americans in terms of the number of black elected officials. Yet that does not seem to be hampering the socioeconomic progress of Asian Americans in this country. But the caller is right. Different people brought different experiences. The first Germans who came during colonial times were typically indentured servants who were working to pay off the cost of their voyage to the country, and were known for staying out of politics. By the way, even when they had the numbers to have prevailed in politics. Benjamin Franklin was complaining about the number of Germans in Pennsylvania in the 1750s, saying, they're going to Germanify us before we can Anglify them. Yet, even though the Germans had the numbers to carry a lot of weight politically, they studiously avoided getting involved in politics. It was only after they had established themselves economically that they started to play in politics. And again, this was the situation of other groups that we've seen. So we do see certain patterns. So it's really just about, to me, which route works best and what the focus should be on in terms of getting a group from poverty to prosperity, moving up that economic ladder. And I think the strategy of the civil rights movement, particularly since the 60s, has been the wrong one on that front. And given what we've seen in terms of patterns of other groups, there really should have been no expectation that this would fare any better than it has. And I also think the pressure on Obama, the expectations on Obama were just ridiculously high, that he was going to compensate somehow for this entire black experience inside of 8 years. I read a piece in the New York Times yesterday, I believe, where it's cited as a failing of Obama his inability to eliminate income inequality. And I said, my heavens, you expect the President of the United States to eliminate income inequality? Who's been able to do that anywhere? And why would Obama be able to do it in the United States in 2 terms as president? But it was just an example of these ridiculously high expectations that a lot of people had, including a lot of black Americans, for what Obama would be able to accomplish in office. And my point is that not only was he not able to live up to those expectations, we should not have expected him or any politician to be able to close these racial gaps that have persisted for so many decades.